may have to go let the birds out. Hi, folks.
Hello
Welcome.
there, folks. How you doing?
Got a thumbs up already. Thank
Wow.
you.
Who got here that quick? I mean, I had to be sitting there just waiting to click, whoever that was.
It says there's nobody waiting, but we got a thumbs up.
Huh.
Not sure how we did that.
Well,
but
now
I'm
we
glad.
have one person there.
Oh,
Whoever
okay.
that is.
Yay, somebody showed up.
Let us know who you are, if you will, please.
Yeah. Let's see if I can get David a little more into the picture here.
That's fine. That's fine.
Scoot that back so we don't have it in the picture.
Yeah.
Oh, we got 2 thumbs up. Thrifty VG, hi, good to see you. And Ellie McAfee and the Drunken Demons. Hello to all of you. It's wonderful to see you. Thanks for stopping in.
Drunken Demon. Who is that? Do you know?
That's one I do not know the first name of. No, I'm sorry. Drunken, would you give us your name and where you're from?
I still got to get that map. Really want to put that thing up.
Yeah, you really should.
We had a plan some time ago to get a little wall map, you know, the laminated maps. And I got a bunch of stick pins, and we were going to put it up on the wall here behind us and stick a pin in for everywhere that one of our viewers comes from. Well, when I got it in, it's just too small. So I've got to get a bigger one. And
Stephen from London.
Stephen, well, hi.
Thank you. Welcome, Stephen. It's good to
nice
see
to
you.
see you from London.
Congratulations,
Thanks for dropping
Thrifty.
by.
I'm glad you got here early for a change.
Good to see you here. Thanks for coming by, Stephen.
Yeah.
And Ellie, good to see you again, too. And Thrifty as well. Everybody. I mean, we're always glad to see everybody. This is our fun part of our Sunday.
Yeah, we're sorry, too. We're going to have to get a bigger one. Then we have to take all of this stuff down.
I thought it was going to be
Over.
big enough. It was like a 24 by 36, but, you know, it is the whole world. But when I unfurled it and rolled it out, it was
just too small.
It wouldn't have done very well. So I need one that's more like 36 by 48 or something like that.
Thank you, Stephen. We are safe and well. I appreciate it. Hello, Carrie. It's good to see you. And hi, Amy. You're right. 3 days. 3 days. We're so excited.
She can hardly contain herself.
By the way, I got my rental vehicle last night.
And you got to hear this. Go ahead and tell them.
All right. I went looking, and I get my vehicles when on the rare occasion I travel from Enterprise Rent-A-Car because my uncle worked for them before he passed away, and I have a little bit of loyalty to them. So I went looking, and the first thing I saw was a medium-sized SUV, and it was, what did I say, $321?
$325, $350, something
for
like
the
that.
whole week I'll be gone. Because I'm picking up the day before I leave and returning it the day after I get back, just to be sure I've got enough time. So I kept looking, and they had smaller ones for like $5 less. Then I went up to the luxury cars, which went up to $350 and more. Then I started looking at, of all things, pickup trucks. I found a Ford F-100, $271.
150.
I'm sorry, F-150 for $200 and some with taxes and all the extras. It's going to cost me $321.
That's with all their taxes and fees and
Right.
all that stuff.
Guys, I'm going to let you talk to him. I'm going to do something about a noisy bird. I'll be right back.
So what I can't figure out is, you know, here for a pickup, it's cheaper to rent a pickup truck than it is even a compact car. So I told Kate, well, go for it. You know, I mean, truth is, I'd feel better with her being out there in a big old F-150, and we've got one out here in the driveway. So it'd be nice to have her in a substantial vehicle like an F-150. And who knows, you know, I don't think she's going to need the bed of the truck to bring stuff back, but she'll still probably have quite a bit of stuff in the cab. But yeah, it's just kind of bizarre. Who knew that basically you could get a truck for less than you can get a car? Yeah.
For you who don't know, this is Gandhi. Gandhi is the youngest of our three birds. He's also my baby. So he's the one that was screaming because he wanted to be in here. Kareem will probably be in a little while, as he is every week. Hello,
Ellie, as
Emma,
far as Kate being in a
it's
truck,
good to see you.
I bought that truck, 4 years ago?
Mm-hmm.
And of course, when I bought it, it was supposedly going to be my truck. Well, that lasted
2
maybe
weeks.
a day or so.
2 weeks.
And then all of a sudden, Kate just kind of took it over. And, oh, yeah, you might need to bring home some plants.
Oh,
You'll have to cover those up, yeah.
I'll be bringing
Yep.
some to you as well, but the mulberries didn't root yet.
So, who is Emon99 TV?
Yes, I've been talking with him back and forth in comments. It's wonderful to see him.
Okay. Where are you from, Emon? Do you know where he's from?
He told me, but I forgot. I'm sorry. Little Kate in a big truck. Hey, I drive an F-150 and I
Yeah.
love it. It gets me up above the traffic light and see everything. It's wonderful.
Yeah, but when she pulls out of the driver here, you got this little old lady with her either a hat or a headband on.
Now, I'm not quite that bad, but I am pretty short to be driving. I'm only 5'3", and that's just barely. This is the first time Eamon has made it to our live stream, but he's seen some of my videos, and we've been talking back and forth.
From Pakistan. Well, that's another country we've not heard from, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
So
Well,
you
not
are-
in the live stream.
You are our first visitor from Pakistan, that's for sure.
All right, Brenda, come on. Come on. You wanna come sit
Demon, we are in just outside of San Antonio, Texas, in a little town called Cibolo. Small town, around 25,000 people. I like to say that San Antonio is a suburb of Cibolo
Give Mom a
because it's got like 3 million people, roughly, in a greater, they call it Bear County area. So lockdown for us has been kind of fairly routine. I don't get out much. So it's been over 3 months since I've been out to do anything. 4th of March was the last time I was out of the house for anything. And even that was just to go to a doctor. And you've heard of Cibolo before, Demon? Is that what you're saying? Or San Antonio? Yeah, and we like Texas too. It was
Carrie, I love
it
pickups
was
too.
I finally felt like I was back home when we moved back here in
Thank you, Stephen.
2012.
He says he's always wanted to visit Texas.
Yeah, it's
He
got
loves
some
Texas folks.
it's got some good people. It really does. 2 places that I've lived in the world where I found the people to be particularly different than a lot of other places. That was in the Midwest when I lived in Omaha, Nebraska, and here. It just seems like there's good people.
Oh,
And,
God.
I mean, I've
Put
lived
you
all
back
over
in
the
your
world,
cage.
and everywhere that I've been, I've always found people that were really worth knowing. But as far as just in general, I would say the people here in Texas are just some of the best you'll ever meet. And when I was living up in the Midwest, the same was true there. Those folks up there were just really something special. Amy, yeah, about 1,000 people. Well, those little boroughs over in Louisiana, yeah.
People. Hi, Freaky.
Hey, Freaky, how you doing? Good to see you all. Yep. Oh boy, another lovely Sunday.
Yes, it is. No, you are not
Yes.
going back over there because you'll get down and wander around and get into trouble and chase the dog.
Yeah,
Yeah.
well. Hello, Candy. Hello, big fella.
He got some of my lipstick on his beak and he's trying to get it off. Blah, blah. Oh, stop
you're
you
gonna-
fussing.
What are you going to grouch about, huh?
What are you being so fussy about, huh?
Did you
Yeah,
let?
now I
Oh
got
yeah,
the
you let
lipstick
Kareem
off.
out. He'll probably be over here shortly. Hello,
No,
Kareem.
he's up on the
I
tall
see
cage
you up
because he
there.
knows Gandy's in here.
I see
They
you.
fight. The two of them fight. Gandy tries to
Yeah.
chase Kareem all over the place because Kareem is alpha. Gandy wants to be alpha.
Now, Bravo, who is our other blue and gold, gets along with both of them. He's our
No.
he's the big baby. He's just he doesn't get excited about much.
Except me. And every time I go near him, he wants to hit me. He bit me last week, just
Yeah.
out of the blue, just tried to bite off my finger.
That was pretty unusual for him.
Hi, Mark. Good to see you.
That was uncharacteristic for Karib.
Oh, my
Yeah,
goodness.
how are things over in Yorkshire today, Mark?
Amy,
That's your
my
weather like.
dehydrator died. So I had to buy another one, and I got notice this morning it's coming tomorrow, and I borrowed my mom's. So if I can ever find somebody that can fix the one that died, I'll have 3 running.
Amy, it is ironic that you should mention making a batch of elderberry syrup. This is my dose for today. Kate just brought it in a few minutes ago, and I kind of wanted to take it on because this is what helps me a great deal with keeping my chest clear and being able to kind of cough up all the crap that you end up in your lungs when you have COPD. So here's to you, Amy. Thank you for the stuff that Kate uses to make this. It's a miracle drug in my book.
So, Mark, you're actually going to get summer this year. We don't get winter. We stay in summer most of the year.
And actually, it tastes pretty good too. I mean, it's not a drink that I'd sit around and drink by the glassful, but it is not unpleasant at all. It tastes
Not a
really
bad
good.
tasting medicine,
Yeah.
which is what he uses it for.
And so that takes care of my dose for today. So.
And Stephen, you say London is full of a mix of people like being in a movie. One of my dearest friends in the world for many, many years came from, oh my goodness, I've suddenly forgotten the name of it. I'll think of it.
Who are you
It's a
talking
town. Marie, you don't know her.
Well, hello there, big boy.
It was a place just outside of
Here,
London,
come on.
and she grew up in that area, and she just loved it. Carrie says, big thunderstorms going from Nottingham up to Sheffield at the moment. Oh, well, I'm
Yeah,
glad you
looky
have
here.
sunshine.
Looky here. Who's that? You still got that wing feather coming out, don't you?
Stephen, you wouldn't think it was
There
such
you go,
wonderful
right there.
weather if you were here in the heat, because it
Yeah, the
really gets hot.
The heat is hard on everybody. It's
Austin or Dallas? Well, we're not that far from Austin, Stephen. I raised my children in Austin. Spent 30 some odd years there, and it's a great place to live.
peekaboo to you too.
London is full of it. Mark, you're funny. Super and very great live stream. Oh, thank you.
What are you doing?
No, silly
What
bird,
do you
you're
want?
not going somewhere else. When he wants to go somewhere else, he lifts up his foot and then looks where he wants to go. And I'm not going to let him go because he'll climb down and he'll cause problems.
Kareem's got you can see right there, he's got this little wing feather that's dangling down. It's kind of broken. I hesitate to break it off or pull it out because oftentimes that will cause some bleeding. But he was messing around the other day, and the perch that he was sitting on came loose and fell into the bottom of the cage. So Kate went rushing in and gathered him up and
loved on him and made him feel better.
He gets, Kareem does require a little reassurance after events like that. But that little feather probably got snapped off just above the skin line. But I'll just let it come out on its own if I can, and Kareem will pull it out if need be. But I hesitate to pull on it because then I might pull out the root of the feather. So you don't do that unless you have to, because that's a
Emmon,
kind of
thank
a
you.
surgical procedure.
Our birds are rescues. We've rescued all 3 of them. And Stephen, there are horses in our neighborhood at several different spots.
Yeah, two houses down.
Pardon?
Just 2 houses down from us out here on the street, they've got horses out in their
Yes,
front
and there are
yard.
horses across the street from us. So there are lots and lots of horses around us. My dear friend Blake Kirby, whose channel is Daddy Curb's Farm, or Daddy Curb's Homestead, I forget which. Anyway, he has 2 horses on his property as well. So yeah, there are lots of horses around us. Well, thank you very much, Stephen. We tell people all the time that this Sunday gathering that we do every Sunday here at Livestream is our way of spending time with our friends. And you guys that come in here truly do become our friends. And we really, really do
Yeah,
care about
he's
you.
a big boy. Yeah, you
So,
are.
It sounds so perfect a place to live apart from really hot weather. It is.
Yeah, it is. And even then, I mean, our air conditioning is very good.
It's very good.
We had a brand new total reconditioning job last October
Take
when
care, Mark.
our
Thanks for
system
dropping by.
just quit
Sorry.
on us. So we went ahead and splurged and went to a very well-known firm here in San Antonio and essentially got their top of the line unit and had them put it all
Good night,
in.
Emin. Sleep
And
well.
of course, that those kind of things run over 20 grand. But it has dropped our utility bills probably by half because it's so much more energy efficient. So,
Fingers crossed the storm band will
yeah,
flat.
I figured.
Yes.
Wonder what time it was over in around London. So, but thank you for coming by, Iman.
Stephen, I've heard that about London. Even my
Yeah,
friend.
rainy or cold.
Birmingham is where she's from.
Ah, Birmingham. Okay.
Only she pronounces it Birmingham.
Yeah, it is kind of hard to get sunshine in the UK.
No, you're not going to go over there. No.
No, you're not coming over here.
No. Mm-mm.
First he'd chew me up, and then he'd tear Kareem up.
No, he wants to go over on the stand so that he can get down and walk around.
Just so he can crawl around again.
I think I'm going to go put him on the cage. I'll be right back. Hi, Lynx.
Lynx Acres, hi, good to see you. Thanks for coming by. Good night, Iman, and you have a good day tomorrow, sir. Okay. So, things are going well here. Kate is getting quite busy with making preparations for her trip to Louisiana.
And also dealing with 60 pounds of ripe tomatoes.
Oh yeah, that's a story in and of itself.
Matter of fact, let me see if I can get this picture up on my screen so I can show you guys.
She's got a new video that'll be going up probably today on the tomatoes.
That's what about 20 pounds of tomatoes look like. And I had over 60 pounds. And what I have done is I've been canning. I have 25 pints of stewed tomatoes, some with extra vegetables and some without. I can use it for soups, I can use it for stews, I can use them for spaghetti, just all kinds of things like that. And I have done a lot, and when I come back from Louisiana, I'm going to get at least another 60 pounds because a friend of mine wants to give me jars and things and have me do it, and she'll pay me for it.
Yeah, I was a little surprised that she got that much too, Amy. I didn't. I knew she was going over there, and the guy's an organic farmer, and I think she's really hit the jackpot with this guy because he's a real nice fella.
Yes, he is.
And has quite a few other things besides the tomatoes. Grows a lot of other stuff.
Potatoes, onions, cucumbers, squash, just all kinds
So
of things.
I'm thinking that Kate is probably going to end up being a pretty good customer for this guy.
Thank you
But
very
the
much.
tomatoes
Stephen.
that he gave her were just gorgeous. I mean, they're just, and oh boy, are they good. I mean, I really don't like store-bought tomatoes. They just
Thank you,
taste like
Stephen.
you're eating cardboard. But these that she got from this fella, oh boy, they're just great.
They actually taste like tomatoes.
She did in her sun oven day before yesterday or 2 days ago.
2 days ago.
2 days ago, she put some pork chops and tomatoes and onions and celery and a few other things in her sun oven. And I have never eaten pork so tender. I mean, it literally, you could barely, if you stabbed it with a fork, it fell apart. It was that tender.
You couldn't pick it up by
And,
using the tines. You had to scoop it up because they were so tender.
And of course, the tomatoes were, really,
Wonderful.
they were kind of mushy, but oh boy, they tasted just wonderful. But she did all of that in her sun oven. And
I put it in the pan. I put it outside at noon. I brought it in at 6 and it was ready. 3:20. Hi, good to see you. But oh, I'll tell you what. It's so easy to do because all you have to do is remember once every 30 minutes to an hour to go out and adjust it to be sure the sun keeps hitting it right. And then take it out at the end and your dinner's ready. I mean, it really takes no effort at all. Let's see. Carrie said it would have made my early working years much more pleasant up in London if they were more like, oh, thank you. You guys are so sweet.
Yeah, Amy, I tell you what, Kate's gotten a lot of use out of her son of it. She
Yeah.
really has.
And there are now several videos on YouTube on how to make them using those reflectors for your car. So if you don't want to spend the money it costs to buy one, it'll show you how you can make one. So I thought about doing that too, but I decided no, I was going to keep it. Freaky, you're heading outside to enjoy some sun. You enjoy that sun for both of us, Freaky.
Yeah.
I burn too easily to enjoy sunshine much. We'll see you next time. Let's see.
Let's see, you pressure canned some tomatoes last night.
That's
Did
two
you?
nights I pressure canned tomatoes, last night and the night before.
All right.
And the night before that, I water bathed. I've got 25 pints of tomatoes done.
You still have some tomatoes left?
Oh, yeah, I still had that box that I showed
And,
you.
and she gave a bunch away to a
Yeah.
friend of ours and also took some over to her mom. So there again, these are homegrown tomatoes. They just taste wonderful. So it's
Stephen, if you get to
running into that
Texas,
guy was propitious.
we'll do our best to get you on a horse.
Yeah, we could find you a place to go riding for sure. Quite a few places around here do. I'm not going to say they don't run riding academies, but
Not anymore. There used to be.
they, if you call them up, and that's real nice.
Peekaboo,
Sometimes they'll let you ride your horses.
peekaboo.
Peekaboo, I see you. Who are you talking to? Arg.
I was
What's a
thinking I
pirate
might
say?
ask Blake since he does that from time to time.
Yeah.
Let's see. 320 says their
Got a late
tomatoes aren't
start.
here yet. My tomatoes that I'm growing are not all that good either. But
Well, hers are getting kind of real tiny, but they're on that green stalk, aren't they?
yeah, no, they're all in the big
Oh, the
red
big pots.
tubs.
But she did. She got a late start too, so they're
Boys,
pretty
hush.
small. But we've eaten one or two of them, haven't we?
Yes, we have, and they
And
taste
they are
very
tasty.
good.
They're just as tasty as the one she's getting from her new friend. Yeah, arg. That's what a pirate says. That's
If you ask the birds.
Yeah.
Except Gandhi. Gandhi just says arg when he feels like it. He
what's
doesn't-
pirate say, Kareem? Hey, Kareem. What's pirate say? Arg. Oh, you're gonna get shy now, huh? You want to see yourself on camera, don't you?
Tomatoes are coming in, but lots of stink bugs this year. Uh-oh. Yes, Stephen, we have 3 parrots. 2 that look like him and 1 that you saw of mine. So. Amy, do stink bugs attack the tomatoes? I don't, we've seen them around here, but I haven't had any on plants.
Well, Carrie, technically, these are pure parrots. Macaws are members of the parrot family. So,
Cockatoo made more different noises. Cockatoo.
one other,
No, citrons.
I think if you work with them, you might have a little different experience. The cockatoos that I've run across have been some of the best talkers around. And the little citrons, God, they're just gorgeous little birds. This love sponges is what I call them. Well, Demon, you take care. Thanks for coming by.
And-
Really, really grateful.
And watch the channel because I will be releasing the one on waterback tomatoes in either tonight or tomorrow. They bite the tomatoes, suck out the liquid. Oh, that's a shame.
I imagine for stink bugs, there's probably not much you can tell them either.
Probably not. Can you pick them early and let them ripen on your kitchen table or something? Oh, these birds are being so loud today.
Now, last week they were quiet as could be, remember?
Pardon?
Last week they were quiet as could be.
Yes, they were. And you're right, Amy. I'll be with you guys Thursday, and then I'm hoping that y'all will be with me the following Sunday when I do my live at this time from your house.
What are you doing, Kareem? You just...
320 Gandhi is mine, and he thinks that I'm his mate, and he's constantly trying to build nests and feed me and
You are
things like
just
that.
cleaning up a storm, aren't you?
I understand how that goes.
You're just going to sit there and clean yourself for all you're worth.
Excuse me.
Well, make up my mind, will you? Where are you going to go? What do you want? What do you want?
No
Huh?
screen. No screen.
Where are you going to go?
No screen.
Yeah, there's no way that I can jump on it. Amy, I'll be attending, that's for sure. But we've been talking about that it would have been nice to try to figure out some way to have, two screens where I could be with you, but that ain't going to happen. So
We don't have that kind of software like you and Rhett do. This is the best thing for disciplining birds. It's plain water
Do you see
in a
where he
sprayer.
is now?
Yes,
He-
he went completely
he
way away from
took
it.
off, got as far away from her as he could.
When they get to screaming too much, I just go in with this water and I spray them in the face. It doesn't hurt them, but it makes them be quiet. So when Mama comes with the spray bottle, they get very
Yeah,
quiet.
yeah.
Sometimes they stay that way.
Well, you're paying attention to that.
Anna
spray bottle, aren't
Lynn,
you?
oh my goodness, Anna Lynn, I haven't
Yeah,
seen you in
you're paying attention to
forever.
that.
Welcome. Oh, it's so good to see
Good
you.
boy.
Yes, Amy, I know StreamYard is free, but
Yeah.
I am
I have struggled.
technically challenged.
I have used StreamYard. I mean, I was one of the first guys that found it months ago. And I've been a member of their group since, this is what, June? Gosh, since probably back in January or so. I found them early on, but StreamYard is a very unique platform. You don't do it on your machine. You do it on a separate server. But you can bring in 3, 4, 5 other people, and their free version is a very good one. And I tested it out, but we never did really get into using it. And but I know about StreamYard, and I've been a fan of theirs for a long time. And every now and then they have their live stream on Sunday evenings.
Hold on.
Every now and then I've gone to it. Come on, step up.
Lynx, I hope you enjoy your Excel class. I took Excel many years ago, and I absolutely love it. I still use it every week. When Daddy Curbs does his free drawings that he does every week, I use an Excel spreadsheet to keep everything straight so we can do the drawings. So once you get Excel down, it's wonderful. And I use it for all kinds of stuff. So you go, girl. That is wonderful.
Amy, both Kate and I have the same phone. We have Samsung S10 Pluses. So yeah,
But he also does it from his desktop.
I can do video with my phone, and I also have a screen cam on my PC, and then I have a movie camera for when we film videos. So
We're
We're-
connected, but he's
we're
the
not,
techie, not me.
we're not technologically ignorant. Might not be the smartest ones in the group, but we can get by. So yeah, to answer your question, yes, I have a phone I can video with. So I don't know, maybe between now and then we can figure out some way to do it. But that would be fun. I wouldn't mind being on the air with y'all on Sunday if possible.
Amy, that might be a problem because I'm not real sure what my creds are to get on. It's been
Get on to what?
to get onto YouTube. I'll look it up and see if I can find all the right stuff to get us on. Mark, you're back to prove you're here. Oh, welcome. Pea and bean seedlings are safe indoors. Don't have a greenhouse to put them in yet. Mark, I wish you were here in Texas. We had a place here where I got 2 greenhouses for $40 each. They're not real fancy. They're not real
What are you
sturdy,
doing?
but they work to keep them dry.
What is he doing?
I think
Is he
he's down on the floor
Oh,
by
there's
now.
going on the floor. Okay.
He wanted to go walk
I
around
guess
too.
he's going back to this cage.
Link says, I'm taking bookkeeping program. It's a
Bye-bye,
required
Kareem.
course for my program. I did know most of what she taught and definitely learned a bit too. Yeah,
Yeah,
I
he's
know I'll
headed back
need
to
my
his
login information. It's basic on my computer, but
I'm pretty sure I have her credentials written down. I've got 3 or 4 pages of credentials for all the
well, if nothing else, I can
various
sign
sites and
on.
services we use.
If nothing else, I can get ready to sign on and then tell them I've forgotten my password.
Yep.
Then set a new password. So I will be able to get logged on one way or another.
Of course, what I told her is when she gets down there, she just, use. I'm kind of assuming you all have
Wi-Fi.
Wi-Fi. She can use y'all's password or a guest password to get on the Wi-Fi, and she'll be good to go. But I know you guys do your broadcast with your phones, so you may not need
And I
to.
could download StreamYard and then y'all could help me get it set up and do that too.
There's really nothing to download. You just register for it because it operates on another server on their side.
Oh, okay.
So it's not, you don't do anything on your local machine.
Except
all
sign
done.
in.
Yeah, sign in, and of course that's where your stage is and all, but all the processing and everything is done on their servers. So
Oh, okay.